And we are live. Looks like we're live. Welcome to another Fridays with Frater Francis. We are just chilling at the dorm. I wanted to get a quick Dreamland prophecy down for the record. It is Friday, 10:38 a.m. I dreamt this last night. I woke up with it this morning. Broken cell phone. So in the dream, it was mine. But if anybody out there broke a cell phone last night, or watch out, don't break your cell phone today. Because in Dreamland, when you're seeing the future, it was a clear future type thing. Or maybe it was happening simultaneously, hard to say. Hey, wait a minute, all things are happening simultaneously. The only time you're ever in is the present. You can't escape the moment. Future and past are both illusion. There is only the now, as we know this. But anyway, just thought I'd put that out there for the record. And cell phone warning: keep a hot eye on your cell phone, right? Don't fucking break it. From the dream, it was me. I was moving forward and broke, and like the clarity and density of like a Apple phone being broken in that way was very tragic and messy. So. Probably requires some guys in hazmat suits to come clean up the destruction from that. So it could be any blasted tower event. Be on the lookout. Hopefully that's not our card for the weekend, right? Speak of the devil and he doth appear. So we'll keep a hot stink eye out for Murphy's Law. Welcome to Magic 101. This is going to be a frolicking Friday, just fucking off Friday. I've only got an hour before my first class. No, that's not right. For my second class. So I had a class, and then I've got an hour break in between two classes, and thought I would address the whole Richard Dolan Turncoat thing. I've been watching SCPs. Have a look at that. Does that scare you? The Child. This is SCP 4290. So, yeah. Project Blue Book with Richard Dolan. Seems like Dolan has turncoat and jumped over to the CIA with the TTSA and the inside goofball over there. But time will tell. I watched his latest YouTube upload because his stuff's all pay for play now, except for he does an occasional off one for YouTube. And it was an interview with George Norrie, and it was actually halfway decent. Like, Norrie had brought his question level up to a 2 on a scale of 5 to 10. Let me see. Norrie's been at around level 1 for some reason, just acting like a kindergartner with his interviews. And so for Dolan, he gave him a level 2 maybe. I'd say level 3 being the most intellectually penetrating. But they don't want to go too high, I guess, for the masses, you know, so public videos like that. But Dolan, he's tough. He got involved with that Tracy gal, and it seemed to fuck him up for a little while. So maybe he got stuck in a honey trap, and now he's you know, they must be paying him well over at TTSA and CIA or whatever. But he still seems like a straight shooter. They just said maybe they offered him one of those, you know, we'll let you have some inside information. You can't talk about it, but you got to kind of rein it in a little bit and toe the party line. So that's what I'm suspicious of. Which is heartbreaking because I consider myself a bit Dolan-esque in my pursuit of esoterica, whereas he's just been pursuing the UFO angle. I have been pursuing it through ceremonial magic and the realization that we do summon UFOs, and UFOs appear at key times, and you got to know how to drive the UFO, you know, with your consciousness, so to speak, because we're all in one big UFO. You're in a small UFO riding around, then there are the trans-dimensional UFOs that appear on the horizon at times. And there are certainly people who work within that field. But he said, we have enough, or it was spoken and during an interview, so it was original information when he said it. I'm not going to hit him hard for his grammar because it's not great. He's not a laureate by any means. He's a UFO researcher. I'll quote him verbatim. We have enough of a body of evidence, confirmed, declassified documents that prove there is a UFO phenomena that's real, that's important, that's extraordinary, that's not easily explainable, and that government and military agencies are very concerned about. That's a day's work right there. Richard Dolan. So I can see the reiteration on the literature level for spoken, but it doesn't come off as great to read it. So there's a body of evidence enough. There's enough of a body of evidence already, declassified documents that prove there's a UFO phenomena that's important, real, extraordinary, explainable, and government and military agencies are concerned about it. So my response to that, yeah, they won't ever entirely figure it out. There may be some initiates within those systems who kind of already know the truth of the UFO phenomena, but they're not going to reveal what they know to the public. So my big question for everyone out there in Happy Land, have you ever seen a UFO? What do you know about the topic of ufology? And is there sufficient evidence for UFOs? Is there sufficient? If there is sufficient evidence for UFOs, why might governments suppress the disclosure of that info that they hold? And I think the real issue is they do not totally understand it. Of course, that's the mystery of the universe. If anything proves anything, for the doubters out there, the atheists who say, "Oh, there's no God," and they don't believe in higher powers. I mean, these are the realms that the ancients knew as the gods. It's knowledge that's not easily articulated in any language because it's beyond the discursive realm of the human mind. Pictorially, though, you can get a little better insight into what's happening. So you can see that if you start from the left, you've got a reverse image here, but this would be the left facing you. Day breaks, you move into the grind of things, and the ground is even still in shadow as the Divine Trinity begins to manifest. That transforms, of course, and then this section of reality is illuminated with that self-same reflection here of the Trinity as you pass into the abodes of the night. So those who know, know, and those who do not know, do not know. And also those who know don't speak about it, you know. They just let it be naturally appearing in the material sphere. So I thought this was a cute one. I tell the kids, I give them a blank sheet of paper, tabula rasa, and show them an SCP and say, take notes, you know, develop a dossier on this SCP. I did that, well, I've done that with one class. They're a little more advanced and, you know, it's all shits and giggles, but I didn't use this SCP. This is one I just did on my own. Of course, I'm reviewing through the SCPs and making sure that any of the language is suitable for young people. You know, this one's a little dark. SCP 4290. But the one I did in class, I think it should be in this folder. It was SCP-343, God. And I said, what do you know about God? He likes hamburgers. And I was like, that's right. God does like hamburgers. So here's a brochure for your summer plans. This was an activity. Started Monday. I told him to have it done by today. We'll see how many of them bring it in. It's to make a brochure for your summer holiday. Your I should flip this around. So that you can have it justified. All right, there it is there. So this is Up, and Away. Chris, this one's for one of my students. He said he's got plans for summer. And I like the ocean there with the sun. I got a little boat in the background. Looks like knows something a little bit about surfing. Party time right there, huh? No posers later. Party time. And so the thing is supposed to include your hopes and dreams and any predictions you might have, like the old Coovies alert. Coovies! And look at that. Oh, wow. Showtime Theater. Nice. So this looks like some good fun times for the summertime. I like the alien there with the X shirt on. X-Files. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, there's more. Now, these are for SCP files. SCP-3199, the Banshee, comes from a chicken. Who'd have thunk it? Nice. She's a good-looking gal. Chicken. Starts with a conversation from Plato. Look at that monster. Oh, my God. Keter class. Or Euclid or Safe? Keter. Keter class, because they're so big. What's a D class? Where are the new... How many are there? Look at that snake, huh? And who is that? That is Detective Void. Oh, nice. $31.99. The Foundation. How safe is it? Okay. And now here's the notes on God. God, how? Why was the site director angry? First sighted Prague, I think. God, prove it. Which level clearance do you need to see God? Level 3. Security guard just lets anybody in. Oh, Cthulhu. SCP-2662. Ruler of the universe. Who is Brother Marsh? Think you might know. And last one. SCP-407. A song soothing, calming, and beautiful on a cassette. Until event X23, huh? Man, that song of Genesis gets gnarly. The first 2 minutes is good. But then, woohoo, motherfucker. That's what it feels like. It's just kind of how life feels, huh? The Song of Genesis. Kind of a disgusting one, but not so bad. It's just regular old biology and mineral deposits. Cute, huh? Oh, and that's what they were after. The Hat of Invisibility. I think that was the Serpent's Hand. I like my rendition of Brother Marsh. He doesn't have enough of the Innsmouth look, though, and they didn't include any... They didn't include any real strong reference to Innsmouth, which is a little bit of a letdown, you know. Just Brother Marsh. It's cute. Cute enough, you know. They're well thought out and well put together videos, though, and it lightens the mind and reminds you of many processes in academics that you'll run across, geography, geology, biology, chemistry, physics, all of your core sciences, psychology, and mythology too. Just a well thought out little program that's entertaining with the focus on monsters. Let's see, I had one other item I wanted to include in my notes for today. See if I can't find it. Maybe the current situation was in some way linked to the excursion the night before. It was a routine jaunt with Professor Baxter, my colleague at Herodot's Magical Emporium of Curios, and his assistant, Miss McCloy, a ravishing and outspoken young lady from the academy that had only joined us some 2 months ago prior, as Baxter had lost his previous assistant to a mishap in the lab. My own assistant had likewise been lost in the haunted woods surrounding the Druid's Tower on a foray just 3 days ago. The two of us must stop going through so many assistants, otherwise the Academy is sure to stop supplying them. So I had done a little writing there. I need to work on it, obviously. It was just one chapter that needs to be fit in there for the previous Tales from the Tomb that I had started writing and sharing with you. Here's some notes on Valantia. In reference to Valantia, we've got the intention is brought fully forth and gently guided to the desired goal. So that's one step. However, imagine, if you will, a young child gazing off into La La Land and dazing out, so to speak. This is the opposite of the kind of focus of the Magi, where the intention is brought fully forth and gently guided to a desired goal. But you begin there in that vast, empty void. You've seen kids, right? They're engaged in some activity and then suddenly they space out, and you can tell there is complete emptiness of vibration, right? Veg out, they say as well. Like just what the Buddhists spend all day long, every day, from morning till night. That's their ideal state, the void. Not for the ordinary individual, and definitely not for the Magi. The Magi is constantly at work on the astral. So, but that's a good place to start. That's what you're looking for. And yet start there in this diffused type of state. Allow the entirety of your mental energy to relax and float in that emptiness of the void, of that guileless state as a child would. But then the star emerges. You summon it forth to emerge on the astral, and you gently watch it wink in and out on the distant Stygian horizon as you float within the astral body, relaxed, floating, breathing, sensing. Then allow this star to become your focal point. Within the astral, fully relaxed now, deep breath in. The light of the astral energy comes to you through a red filter, enriching and enlivening the body, relaxed, floating, letting your 3 dantians, like balloons, keep you aloft on the astral. On the exhale, it is blue. Out. Fully relaxing, letting go of all darkness and negative energy, letting it settle as you wait. As you sense it blinking again, on the distant Stygian sea of the astral, that little flame of divine spark will increase in brightness as you inhale. Shining fully before you now, maybe 100 meters or so in the distance on the astral sea, a 6 rayed star, 3 emanating above, 3 below. At the center is a red-blue Taiji, swirling in time and space, beyond the confines of either. Allow that Taiji to swirl and spark, generating those divine sparks of energy, 3 above and 3 below. Prepare yourself to inhale and hold and exhale and hold. After 4 repetitions of the cycle of 4-fold breath, breathe rhythmically and rest. Allow that little spark of Tao now to be seen within the celestial palace of the mind, going deeper. Taiji swirling beyond time and space in a parallel dimension, yet directly within you and connected to the material sphere by way of its power to bring forth those things which you need and desire and will benefit your life. And you command them. Command them forth into your life, all good things, letting go of negative things that hurt you. And you inhale. And relax. 3, 2, 1. Sleep. Your mind now achieves the same level of relaxation as lucid sleep. You are completely relaxed and aware, and yet asleep. Here, with the Taiji swirling in time and space before you, endlessly emitting that divine spark of energy, you can heal, relax, and be at one with the universal way. Just allow it to spin there in front of the mind's eye and take whatever transformation it may. If it transforms into a scene of your desired future in receiving the fruition of your hard work and goals, then allow it to come to you naturally. And if that same scene floats on and another appears before the mind's eye, just examine it and send it love. Relax fully. Know that that little spark of the divine light swirls and spins endlessly within the mind, located within the pituitary gland, an ancient crystal formation that's been around since the dawn of time and exists far beyond the closing of this time or any other time. That crystallized throne of the direct connection to the divine heavenly realm. It's always there with you, and you are a manifestation of it in this realm. And relax. Let us pray on closing. Heaven and earth, spontaneous manifestations of the subtle, wondrous, universal law. As the original oneness expresses itself, gross and subtle energies become distinctly divided. Our bodily caves are brightly illuminated by the mysterious light from the three sources, our three Dantian bridge points leading to immortality. The powerful spirits of the 8 directions can join our being with the true origin of life. By the absolute order of the divine Ling Pao in the highest 9th heaven, send the positive energies of Qianluo, Dana, Dunkan, and Taishuan to destroy all spiritual obstacles and debilitate any evil influence. This order is a divine oracle given from the highest authority. We invoke with strong sincerity to drive away the demons and evils and lengthen our healthy years. The attained spirits do respond, and the evil demon king, Mo Wang, is chained to stand as our garden servant. The powerful atmosphere has been generated, dispersing all negativity. The Qi of Tao is everlasting, so it is commanded and confirmed. So mote it be. Amun Ra. Blessed be y'all. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this guided meditation. I will see you back here next week. Same bat channel, same bat time, FM radio on Fridays. Thank you for listening, and like and subscribe if you enjoy, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.